Happy Sunday. How you doing? Before I get started, I have one request, and I don't think I'm asking too much here. Can we at least get to shove bread up a turkey's ass and stick it in a fucking oven and eat it before people start singing jingle bells? Fucking Christmas commercials on TV already. And speaking of Thanksgiving, we have our plans. I hope you have plans with family, people that mean the most to you in your life. Is the day after Thanksgiving still going to be called Black Friday? Or is that no offensive? Is it going to be non-Caucasian Friday? Or just Big Sale Friday? Just curious. Just curious. Man, there's a lot of fallout over that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, huh? It's even being investigated. There's allegations of there was communication. The fix was in. It was scripted before the fight. What each one was going to do, hold back, hold back. You know, I saw clips of Tyson during his training. He actually showed all that fire and speed and power. He showed none of that at any time during that fight. Very slow, very lethargic, like he was half asleep and didn't have any intensity in him at all. He just wanted to get through 8 rounds, get his $40 million to get the fuck out of there. Same thing with Jake Paul. You know, a lot of people are not happy with that. But the good thing is, I was worried. I thought, man, the guys, all those Uncle Brian lifters, that's why, we saw buffering and freeze ups and the song was going out. I guess it wasn't the Uncle Brian lifters after all. They really did have technical difficulties during that streaming broadcast of it. It was buffering and freezing up, and the sound did go up. Whew, that's good. I knew it wasn't us. So anyway, what's going on? Yeah, I went to go check on the job. I figure, listen, if he can go and check every day on my channel, see what I'm doing, I have the same right. I'm gonna go and check. He was going off his nut at some guy with no shirt on. I have to assume he's staying in a hotel room now. I guess now he's talking about a trailer again. Now he's going to go look at a trailer again. So I guess he's not going to buy that motorhome. Somebody's going to let him put the Bel Air in their driveway. Okay. And he was going off his nut. That's some guy. It was like walking in. It's like, walking into a bar and you're walking right into the middle of a fucking bar brawl. You know what I mean? And he contradicts himself over and over and over again. And he's all worked up, man. He's all fucking. I don't know why people get worked up on here. What's the point? Have you ever seen me get all fucking pissed off and angry and worked up? And there's only one guy on here that's. I admit, one time he brought me to a point where I really got pissed. And I caught myself, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. What's the point? And that's the Crypt Keeper. In my book, man, you don't fuck with children. You do not fuck with children. Use, abuse them, prostitute them in any way for any personal self-gain on here to build a fucking channel. Like he did with that Save the Children 318, using those sick, suffering, dying children at St. Jude's to get attention for his channel with the promise of building a 318. Yet to this day, it's been over 2 years, has not been built. Nothing's been done to it, except that Charlie the Tuna guy in Florida that got to his wits end, porting those fucking heads, so there's practically nothing left to him, That's the only time I got pissed off at someone on here. When I see people arguing and all that shit, and they're getting all mad, you know what I envision? And it's funny. To me, it's funny. I guess I find things funny other people don't. What can I say? I guess it has to do with our personal nature, our character, whether we're kind of good-natured, we find things funny. People are so self-absorbed and wound up tight, and they think they're more important than they really are because they're on YouTube, When I see that shit, I kind of get a picture in my head of going to the mall, pulling in the parking lot, and walking into the entrance and I'm going by all the cars, and there's 2 cars parked side by side. The windows are up, the doors are locked. There's a dog in each car. And they're barking and growling and snarling at each other back and forth. Neither one can do a fucking thing to the other. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. I had to step away for a second. Neither dog can do a fucking thing to the other. And they'll keep doing that until eventually they'll get all tired out, or eventually until the owners come out, get in the car, shh, be quiet, and then they drive away. You know what I mean? So why the fuck do people do that on here, get themselves all worked up? It ain't worth it, you know? I'd rather laugh about it. But it's funny, he contradicts himself over and over. Said he's not going to get all worked up and get his blood pressure up, but he's all worked up and he's getting his blood pressure up. He's got a beef with some fucking guy. I don't know what the hell it's about. But all I know is it had nothing to do with me for change. And then somebody doing medication. I don't know what's going on with them. But, you know, he's talking about medication, and I don't have to prove anything to you. I don't have to prove anything to you. And then what does he do? He starts proving it to you. Oh, I got these pills, these. I'm not going to do it, but then I'm going to do it. Too fucking funny. And then the house. Oh, I went and looked at it. It is still up on Zillow. I'm on a job. How you doing, buddy? You might want to talk. You know, that's kind of causing some confusion, you know, with some people. You're saying one thing, they're saying something else, and it's leaving people wondering about things, you know. I mean, if it was me, I'd be on the phone with, you say you have lawyers. Hey, listen, you tell them to take that down. They're still saying my home is going into foreclosure. But he did say one thing that I found a little strange. Sometimes it's not always what someone says, it's the way they say it and their mannerism. Talking about, well, you know, it's not a foreclosure, it was sold. Then he said something, I forget exactly what it was. And his knee-jerk reflex reaction was, he says, well, it's too late, I can't do nothing about that. What do you mean it's too late, you can't do nothing? It's too late, you can't do nothing about selling your house? Or is it it's too late, you can't do nothing about how it got foreclosed and they forced you out and they gave you enough money to move and you'd have the assistance you needed to get the fuck out of there? So the property could be all cleaned out, and it's when they hold a public auction and people go there to look at it, none of your stuff is there. This is leaving a lot of doubt in people's minds, Jabba. You know what I'm saying? You can clear that up easily, you know. So I guess you're staying at a hotel room, and now you're not going to buy that motorhome after all. You're going to go look at a trailer again. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's about it. I guess that's about it. Today is football Sunday. Yeah, Patriots won 2 games now. So far this season. Is it 2? Yeah, real exciting. They're playing today against the Rams. I think the Rams are going to kick their ass. I did see something funny, though. Somebody texted me something concerning the Dallas Cowboys. We got a friend here, Krista, with her Cowboys, man. I bust her balls all the time. It's one of Auntie Billy's friends. She loves her Dallas Cowboys. And I like getting on her case with Dak Prescott, most overpaid, overrated, underperforming NFL quarterback of all time. Been with them 8 years now. He's not going to take them to a Super Bowl, that's for damn sure. He hasn't even got them close in 8 years. And he's getting older every year. And his skills keep diminishing every year. It was funny. But he texted me a fucking meme. I got a text, he's laughing. Hey, B, check this out. That Tyson Paul fight was at AT&T Stadium. That's where the Cowboys play. Dallas Cowboys football stadium. That's where the fight was, I guess, right? Yeah, that's right, yeah. The meme had a picture of Jake Paul with his arm up, and below with a picture of Dak Prescott with his head down. It said, Jake Paul has one win at AT&T Stadium. Dak Prescott has 0 wins. Dallas hasn't won a home game at all this season so far. I thought that was funny. Anyway, hope you're in a good mood. Hope your weekend's going good so far. Yeah, we did something a little different last night. It was not planning on. It was the last minute. Somebody said, hey, let's go check this out. So we went to a comedy club next door in Providence, Rhode Island. It was okay. No big name comics, all local nobodies. And a couple of guys were funny. Others were, I'll tell you, I admit, there was a couple of times, man, I felt I could have got up there and did a lot better than those motherfuckers. I came close to heckling one of them, and he goes, shut up, shut up, shut up. So anyway, hey, it was different. It was something different to do. And nothing wrong with trying something new, right? First time for everything. So hope your weekend's going good. Have fun and stay safe.